Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Mark and Andrea show. This is Billy Dee Williams here, kicking it with my homies.
Can't hear you, by the way.
What? How? Why?
Because
Open that mouth.
How do they not hear me?
it's on the fucking.
Because
It's
apparently
on standby.
Oh, it's on standby?
it's fucking Tokyo Drift.
It's on bandstand mode.
Oh, it's on Bandai mode? That's weird. Excuse me?
I'm just thinking.
Lost, now found. Once lost, now found. Can you change that the headline of that? It's supposed to be once lost, now found.
What is it? It is.
It says one. What do we pay the big bucks? What do we pay the big bucks for?
You pay the big. I pay the big bucks for you not to correct me.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
So you're breaking the rules, bro.
You're breaking the law.
Have I ever told you about the power of Colt 45?
Colt 45 and 2 zigzags, baby. That's all we need. You mind?
Do
For
I?
a second?
Do I mind what?
We can hear you. No.
Now we're good. Okay, cool. Let me just let me just share this to. Let me put this in MySpace real quick. I thought you were out of minutes on your phone.
It's after 9, dude.
It's after 9, toots.
Toots.
Now let's fighting love. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments we'll start with the Mark and Andre show. And ladies and gentlemen, if your question is, hey, is that Billy Dee Williams talking? Well, you're more correct than anything you've ever had. Even the answer key is more correct than that. This is Billy Dee Williams. I'm kicking it with my homies Mark and Andre on my 80th birthday, and I have nothing but the finest Colt 45s available. And ladies and gentlemen, it works every time. Now, Billy, are you going to be sticking around with us for the rest of the show? Unfortunately, I got to leave the Cloud City in a few minutes, and I'm not going to be able to participate in the remainder of the show. But can I have my $500 so I can leave? $500, Billy? I thought you came here for the goodness of your heart. Well, Mark, there's something called an appearance fee that you have to pay. I've been here for 3 minutes, and you haven't paid me jack shit. Billy, you can only call me Billy till after I'm done. Now give me my money and I'm out of here. Okay, here. Here's your money, Billy. Now, I suppose you don't have an Uber promo code I can use. Billy, just get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for... Billy Dee Williams has left the building.
Silently.
That's this whole cameo. $500 down the drain for a couple minutes.
That wasn't even a minute.
Spot.
That wasn't even a minute.
You can believe that?
That was less than a minute.
All right, we're still going to be on a little bit of a standby here, but Billy freaking Dee Williams. It was good. He looks better in person.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
That's a beautiful human being.
That
right
ominous glow.
That ominous glow. His aura.
His aura.
That aura, baby. That for sure.
That shit is old.
Excuse me?
It's an old... When did it expire? 2004.
It was canned. It was actually, I don't know. Maybe it's just a shitty batch. It was canned 2/10/17. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Enjoyed by 5/11/17.
I think it was just ruined by the aluminum, perhaps.
Illuminati.
The
Actually,
frightening image of Satan.
You actually gave us tainted spirits?
And there's a damn devil on the front of it.
I know.
With wheat surrounding him, so he's an evil farmer. How dare you?
It's all in symbology, man.
The IPA that launched generations of hop fanatics. That's
people on
great tagline
bungee
right
cords. People on bungee People doing bungee maneuvers. Hold on, Daddy, real quick. We're going to start with the Mark and Andre show. This is Death the Road with you, Daddy.
Oh my god.
Yes, my son?
That's an all-star cast tonight here at the Orange Space.
Man, you just hold on just a second, Daddy. We're just going to be, we hear geniusing right now. We're just here geniusing, getting some thoughts together and everything.
You get your thoughts together. You get your social media shared.
We just have to get our MySpaces in line along with a bunch of other
Get on
everything.
Friends with Daddy.
It's either Dusty Rhodes or it's Mama Club. Now you just gotta Sherman. You just gotta take that thing all together, Sherman.
Wow, dude. Not Dusty Rhodes, bro. You don't talk about the dream like that.
What? They're all here. Mama Club's here. Dusty Rhodes. Or Rasputia. What are you talking about? No, bro. I ain't got no gas. I was like, I ain't pregnant. I just got gas. But Rasputia, you said you were pregnant. There's your baby right there. But you're horrible, Rasputia. Oh, there goes twins.
Norbit was the most annoying.
Norbit? You don't like
Incarnation.
Norbit the movie?
No.
Okay. On that note, let's go ahead and start the Mark and Andre show. Ladies and gentlemen, what the heck? Where'd you come from?
I came
Who's
from where I
that?
came from, man.
As soon as we just started, he literally sat down here.
What's up, y'all?
For 2 weeks, he hasn't shown up.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I anticipated just having a prepared segment with just... We're literally going to have to chime you in on the show as we go.
Oh, that's cool, man. My name's in the show. Might as well chime in.
Well, I had it as the Mark and the artist, for the podcaster formerly known as Andre.
Oh,
show.
I thought it was the Mark and Nandre show.
Oh.
I see what you did. I like that one. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in to the Mark and Andre show with me after a 2-week hiatus due to something we're going to figure out later in the segment. Andre Gaynor, forefather of Lyricology 101. It's good to have you back, Andre.
Fuck all y'all.
All right, and of course,
All right.
my other two assailants. We have Adrian Bad Moon Luna, known as Craze for Days, and then we have Little Slick. Sound Lab number 1 and 2 is live in effect. I appreciate you guys coming in on short notice, but now we have my host here, and 2 of you equaled 1 of him. And you guys can stick around.
I understand that.
You know what? Tell you what. You guys text 555-5555
4.
and text us to see how many times you want these guys to show up on the segments. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Mark and Andre show, the only entertainment conspiracy podcast on Spreaker.com and exclusively streaming on Mr. Stream Theme GTP's YouTube channel.
Hello.
We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We have a full show ahead of you. We're gonna
We don't have half a show.
no, we have a half of actually full.
100% show.
I mean, but technically a full show could be.
as
anything,
long as it
like-
starts and ends.
Yeah,
It's always up to my discretion.
Unless we abruptly cut the show on purpose.
But then that'd be
That would
fuller,
still be a full...
because that'd be full all the way to the end, like it was
No.
leaking out.
There's full and there's really full, and then there's mad full B.
And then
There's New
there's
York full.
And then there's fools like what the hell you guys are.
And then there's like full of shit, like what you are.
Ooh.
Kind of. Kind of. I like hot air.
They're snappy.
They are, man, dude. They're real agitated since they had to fill in a couple of times and everything. So the main thing I want to get across is, where has Andre been? The 2-week hiatus with Andre not showing up. There's been a missile strike in Syria, and 9/11. The Pentagon actually released all their 9/11 photos. You
Wait.
figure after 16 years they have enough time to doctor photos. And actually,
They
like,
finally found the technology available to make it
what
happen.
Photoshop? We could doctor in the missile.
And what doctor did this? Dr. Phil or
Doctor
Dr.
Who.
Nick Riviera?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who took pictures in different dimensions, brought them out this way.
So he's like a time traveler guy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so technically, maybe he did it right when that shit happened, or maybe he
In a different timeline.
Maybe
did.
he released them before it happened, or
Yeah.
that's what he thought, but it was really,
Yeah. All of what you're about to say. The whole thing.
man, you asshole, saying something good. I think.
Why would it take that long to release photos of from 16 years ago?
I mean, I'm like dead serious. I think they just found a way to to doctor the photos correctly. They found a better way to doctor things.
They've been-
They went to CERN. They hollered at CERN
They've been trying
real
to
quick.
hire photoshoppers for years. Like, man, this guy's not good enough, man.
They told CERN to do it. CERN handled it. Just took some, used their quantum machine to take some photos, and there we go.
U.S. government and quantum don't go in the same sentence. The main issue that I have with that is that this is the event of 9/11 was the most watched event in human history, and it takes a matter of 16 years for more evidence to show up.
I don't know. The funnier thing is, why are they even releasing evidence now? Like,
Well,
what is that going to do?
Does your absence have something to do with this happening?
Oh,
I mean, at the end of the day,
Let's start a conspiracy on our own here.
I was doing my thing, y'all. That's all that matters.
Vague. I like that. That could float into the same subject of 9/11 Pentagon.
No,
And by
there's
thing, do
no
you mean-
implication, dude. I was doing. It was getting done.
It's
I had
all
to do
about
what
the
I had to do.
implication.
But do
No,
you mean-
I just was doing what I had to do, and I did it. And it was, when I done it, it was complete. You know what I mean?
So is this like a Mountain Dew product placement? You were doing the Dew,
I mean,
or is this like a Nike thing where you just did it?
I mean, it's a combination of both. It's I just had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I was getting it done, and once I completed it, it was finished.
Would it be proper to say you were getting it in, like how a few of your constituents would say?
I mean, I was getting it in. I was getting down with it. I was putting up with it. Had it handled.
What exactly were you doing?
I mean,
He was doing it.
I was
dude.
getting it done. Why do you want to
He's
know?
saying
I'm
we-
telling you what I did. Like, for real. No, in all seriousness, guy. Like, no joke. I was getting it done. There was something going on. I had to do it, and it was complete. You know what I mean? Just.
Okay, let me write that down.
It is what it is. It is what it is. What it is, and it was what it was prior to before I did it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, you're right.
you know what I mean. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and when it's done, it's complete, and then you finish.
Can you imagine, an ancient Greek philosopher just saying that? Like, when a crazy event happens, it is what it is, cuz. Thanks, Plato. It is what it is. Nothing like
Just no profound.
no profound thought. Just it is what it is. And he's just like, there's a statue of him like just like shrugged up and everything, just doing the Jordan shrug. It is what it is. 2-week hiatus. There's war in Syria now. A lot has changed, man. A lot of places take debit card, credit card now.
Yeah, I mean,
2 weeks have gone by, man. 2 weeks in modern society is now 20 years.
right.
And other times,
When I was doing what I was doing, I didn't even expect it to be like this. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that I did what I did, and
It got
now
done.
we're here. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
before I wasn't doing what I did, and now that I've done it, it's complete. I've done it.
And what you did was what?
I did.
makes sense.
I'm telling you, you don't get it. Okay, guys, seriously, pay attention. I was doing what I had to do.
I see. Well, you know what? Nonetheless, Andre, it's good to have you back. I'm glad to have you back on the Mark and Andre show. And while you were getting it in, we were getting it in via podcast.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you guys you handled that business.
Nice. I'm glad you could appreciate that. Other than that, speaking of getting it in, it's a very special birthday that we had a couple days ago. None other than Billy Dee Williams, baby, celebrating his 80th.
Billy who?
Billy Dee Williams, the guy who played Lando Calrissian, the guy who played Harvey Dent in
Billy the Kid?
the Tim Burton Batman movies, Harlem Nights. He was in Harlem Nights with Eddie Murphy and
Eddie who?
He played Cyrus in the Warriors.
He played Cyrus in. He played Cyrus in. Don't help me, please don't help me.
The Matrix.
The
He was Morpheus.
Thank you. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because
He played Cyrus in The
they all
Matrix.
look alike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean by they?
And look,
And all.
Fellow thespian actors.
Like,
Hey, don't bring the LGBT community into this.
Oh, what? Thespians.
yeah.
He said it again.
They need a voice too.
We need to not be so insensitive, man.
Man.
There's a thespian drought in communities worldwide. Hogwash. I won't stand for this.
Don't
Billy
bring Harry Potter into this now, dude.
Billy Dee Williams' 80th birthday, guys.
So Billie Jean King's 80 now?
Billie Jean?
Billy Dee Williams. There's literally no J to satire. You literally bring up the old ass tennis player from the 80s. That's cool. That's a good reference.
She's 80.
And then Slick brings off someone that doesn't even exist. That's,
Who?
what are you, an owl too? It's Billie Jean.
Well,
It's no one's lover.
that is true.
Yeah, she's just a girl that thought he was the one. You know.
He was Juan.
Oh, God. I want to wish happy birthday to Billy Dee Williams because you know what? There's been times where I've felt down and out, and
Those low periods in his life.
those low periods needed a nice ice cold Colt 45. It's funny how he does look Hispanic in that photo. Soy Lando.
Senor Williams.
Señor, I am Billy Dee Guillermos. Oh, and then you know what? We can't even reference anything Lando-wise because my boy over here didn't see any. He hasn't seen any Star Wars joints.
It's all right, dude.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it.
Well, yeah,
It's
with
fine.
that attitude. You know.
Yeah, trust me.
You know,
It's actually really. It's like
why watch good cinema? You know
That ship
why?
has sailed.
well,
I'm not gonna watch
all
The
the scenes with
Godfather
Lando
either.
are like the closest thing you can get to having like a Boys in the Hood character in the series.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of it was just like a stressful period to have him in the films.
Does Billy Dee Williams' 80th birthday, is that in any correlation to your absence for the last couple weeks?
Are you?
I mean, at the end of the day, if you really want to know, possibly, you know. I mean, that's all I can tell you. I told you everything I can say. You know, I said all that I could say, and I said it. It's been said, and no more can be said. I've maxed out on all the things I could possibly tell you right now.
But you're saying more right now as we speak.
No, I've said enough, which could be just about what I could tell you, but I wish I'd tell you more, but I've told you everything I can.
There he is.
Adrian, have you tried a Colt 45?
Yeah.
Good. You know,
A
very
nice,
delicious
refreshing-
malt liquor. Nice
Oh, yes.
bouquet of aroma of hops and whatever the hell they made.
Since when do they put alcohol in guns?
Yeah.
Is that new?
Is that why they call
No,
them
it's
shots?
just
Shots.
It's the name. Oh God! Literally with shots of alcohol and guns. Not Colt 45 is just a premier malt beverage.
Just it's in the shape of a gun.
You know,
drink
the thing
from
about
it.
malt liquor is that when you drink it, you wake up later with a headache, almost guaranteed.
I personally, in regards to Colt 45, I thought it was awful.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. It's an awful. It's an awful beer. It's not good.
Yeah.
And the way that Billy Dee Williams presented it was like this exquisite, high profile, like baller ass malt liquor.
You could have swore it was a champagne of beer.
Yeah, you thought it was the champagne of beer,
And
and
he was fucking passing off the promo. I remember he says, I can't guarantee you'll have a better time with Colt 45 than without it. Cracks it open, and then he looks at a girl and he says, but why take chances?
like
Basically insinuating that pop a Colt 45, see if you can bang her.
there was a point in our life where we really did try to drink Colt 45 consistently, just like maybe we'll get it, like, you know, maybe it'll blossom. It'll blossom into something like totally different. You just got to get used to that fuel taste.
Oh, yeah.
That you know that oily,
kerosene.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know that
It's
like the
not
flammable.
You got to get used
flammable
to
liquid.
the burn, you know, as it tears your organs apart. But then we just stopped.
Yeah.
We were gonna drink Colt 45 today.
Yeah, and that wasn't going to be a good idea.
Yeah, the liquor store they like almost they hid it from us. Like
We're
they
protected
didn't-
by the FDA.
Yeah.
We don't have that shit. The way Billy
It's like, do you have Colt
Williams-
45? And you could just see his hand slowly nudge it behind his back because he doesn't want us
No
to drink
more.
it.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any Colt 45? Meet me around back.
Just
Come
looks
alone.
Would you like some fireworks with that?
M80s, Colt 45s. We have everything.
Like, who sent you?
What's the
He
password?
immediately pulls a gun out. Hold on. What do you mean?
So the question I have for you then, Adrian, does Colt 45 work every time? As the slogan would say, it works every time?
Well, it was that whole thing you said about getting a headache an hour later. Yeah, works every time.
What about you, Andre? Does Colt 45 for you, does it work every time?
I mean, yeah. In regards to just kind of fucking my organs up, yeah, every time.
It's consistent in that, at least.
Yeah, nightly
As far as,
nosebleed.
Semi-consensual sexual activity. Yeah,
Yeah,
works every time.
sure.
Oh, that too, huh?
Semi-consensual.
Semi-consensual, damn. Yeah, I could just picture him trying to pass off that case. Hey, Your Honor, she nudged. She went, nah. How
Hey.
valid is a meh as evidence in court?
To be fair, Your Honor, she never said no.
Works every time.
Oh, man.
But happy birthday to Mr.
Happy birthday to good old Pops. Billy Dee Williams.
He's fucking 80. I didn't know that. And
I
this
did
is
not.
a current photo of him.
No.
Not at all.
This is a current photo of him.
Why is he dead? Oh.
Yeah, on his 80th birthday. No.
He's a little less than dead.
Yeah, he's more than alive.
Posthumous birthdays?
No, he's well alive. Colt 45 keeps you alive, man. It's vitality.
Oh, is he one of those guys you think is dead but is actually alive like Bob Dylan?
He's alive?
This guy's a funny guy. You guys are funny guys, dude. When Bob Dylan haunts your guys' dreams, when he finally does die, which he won't.
When he sings, he takes care of that for me.
Oh, man.
come
That's
on,
the
man.
disrespect, dude.
Don't be like that.
Yeah.
He might be alive, but he's killing my fucking high.
Guys, come on. It's Bob Dylan.
That's what I'm saying. Thanks, Andre.
High five, man.
I really appreciate you being back on the show after a 2-week hiatus.
Yeah,
Fuck all y'all.
We had your stand-in last week.
Huh?
A bottle of Andre champagne.
Oh, yeah, we had the champagne of that Andre champagne. We had it stand in as a replacement. We had to resort to difficult measures.
You went a little too far, man. You can't do that.
So I want to go into the next segment after we've taken care of our previous two. Cell phones. Now, cell phones.
It's such a smooth
Cell phones
transition.
is a commodity where we all need them. More of a necessity than a want. They're a form of communication that we all need to have now.
It's without a doubt.
Nothing else holds my porn.
Yeah.
And
You can't just put a bunch of porn magazines in your back pocket. That's
Sloppy. What are you, a
it's-
caveman?
Yeah, exactly.
and
I love the mature dialogue we have. Going
after
on.
the advent,
It's just fact, dude. It's not even a joke.
You guys invited us. Yeah.
and after the advent of text messages and everything, you actually wanted to further the.
Cut that out.
You wanted to end up going a little further. You wanted to start doing enabling smartphone capabilities. So then you had a phone that can actually log into your social medias, accessing the internet.
Gross.
And the thing that sucked about it is from 2010 to about right now, in the year of our Lord 2017, they actually try to pass off this idea. They try to pass off this idea that cell phone companies can't hold up, can't sustain data for everyone. Mm-hmm. We had unlimited data for a long time. Some plans still have it, but now we've all fallen susceptible to some plans of data caps.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Tapered data.
What do you-
And-
I mean,
I don't think that it's just one of those scams to me. I want to actually start talking about common consumer scams, and I feel that data caps and unlimited data are one of them.
Hell
oh yeah,
it is,
hell
dude.
yeah, without a doubt.
What's a data cap?
It's where they say you can only surf the internet for this amount of
Gigabytes.
Gigabytes, yeah.
Okay.
Or
And then
like
once
a
you do
hat that says data on it, and then
you wear it.
And
You can only use
it
your,
holds
you can only
information.
use your internet
It's
if you wear the
it's a
hat.
joke, like
like
because
a
it holds your data, but that's like your brain.
Oh, okay.
It's
gotcha.
a data cap.
It's
Okay,
like a thimble
gotcha.
for your phone.
Okay, thank you. That's
Thimble.
that made it super clear.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, but after you exceed your data limit, you can still surf the internet at a price.
Oh,
That's what makes it a sham. That's what makes
so
it.
they charge it. They charge you like what, like 10 cent per
No, they charge
megabyte
you up the ass.
up the ass.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's the
To the
amount.
left, yeah.
Data usage / up the ass, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
To the left.
Okay. All right,
Which
so-
is bullshit because in America we here have the slowest internet in the entire world. Everyone
Right.
else everyone else in the world shits all over our internet speeds.
Wow.
It's just whether it's a shoddy infrastructure, whether it's just them limiting actual internet,
Which they
usage.
Yeah,
Which
data,
probably is the
data
case.
throttling.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Obama.
Data throttling. Yeah, that term right there. Once I heard that, it's like it puts a thimble on exactly what I suspected was going on.
No.
I felt for a long time that unlimited data should be something. It should just be there without any interruptions. There should be no data caps at all.
Hell no.
To be honest, because we all surf the internet as if it was just there. We're all used to just surfing the internet at our
I
house.
abuse the internet, dude.
At our freedom, at our leisure. You figure the internet that you use, Slick, maybe Andre doesn't use that amount, and it just evens out to just 2 users using the same amount of internet. But no, it's this executive board CEO bullshit that gives people like the CEOs are probably thinking, well, what else are we going to charge them with? Mm-hmm. They're using unlimited data. Let's have a cap on it. I remember when Sprint decided to use the $10 premium data charge. They didn't do data caps, but they just added another $10 to every user to offset. Sprint still, even with my phone, they don't charge for data like via data caps. But I know for sure T-Mobile does, and I know Verizon for single usage accounts, they have unlimited data now. They're reverting back to it. And so for this amount of time,
that's like a new gimmick now. Like, they could just keep switching it up. Like right now they'll say like, oh, we took it away from you, and then you got to pay more for this. And now it's like we're giving it to you, but you got to pay a little more now. And they just keep going gimmick to gimmick. You know, that's the way I see it. Shit.
I figured why not just have a set rate and be happy with it. Mm-hmm. But then it still goes to the companies with the bottom line that see. They don't like seeing an even line across their profit margin. They like to see progress. Every company likes to see progress. Every company that has shareholders, every company that's publicly owned, they like seeing the spike. You know, they like seeing the profit margin go up.
And one of the best ways to get money off of users is to, have them all in a family plan and let their kids go over the data monthly. Because I think my favorite plan is when you have like 4 people on the same line. And you get 3
one
gigs.
person.
3 gigs for the whole
shit.
family. That's genius. I love it. It's not unlimited. It's 3 gigs for everyone.
And they always tell you like, nah, you are not going to go over it. Like,
right.
And they always give you some bullshit story like, I have 1 gig and I don't even do half of that shit. Like,
right.
Bullshit.
And you watch one video on YouTube in HD for 15 minutes, and
that's 700 gigs.
Like you just fucking did your month's amount. Yeah. Like earlier today, I was listening
to
the phone.
One user.
Yeah, like earlier, you heard me, like, you saw me on the phone. I was watching a video on YouTube. I had to turn the quality all the way down to the lowest possible setting because if I had it any higher, I would went over my limit and I would have to start paying charge. So, like, I don't
got free Wi-Fi here, dude. Right. By the way.
Really? The whole fucking time?
There's fucking signs all over the place.
I don't. You got. Right? I'm constantly walking around with my eyes closed, man. Fuck.
Mr. Mobile from T-Mobile has just got you.
Mr. Mobile.
You and the rest of America, man.
You just got.
The man's got me.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with this this data cap stuff yet, unless they change my plan. But if they
change it right now,
I know for sure because I still monitor my usage because my settings still come up as if it was just a regular phone on a different plan. I use a lot of gigs.
So I mean, overall, on average, how much do you use? I mean,
I think it's like 6 gigs.
6 gigs. See, we have 3 gigs. Me and Mom, we're on a shared plan. 3 gigs between us both.
And what about you, Slick? Do you guys have a data cap on yours?
Yeah, well, for the longest it was 2, but the thing is my mom doesn't want to switch over to another phone. Like I try to buy her one, she doesn't want it. She's like, I like my phone. Like
my phone still works.
Her phone is like a fucking rock. She's like, and I'm gonna use it till I die. Like, so it's like, okay, well then I'm just gonna use the gigs or whatever. And it's not enough. Like it's just not. Mm-hmm. And I hardly use it. Right. Like because I do my best to just use Wi-Fi or whatever, and it's fucking not enough. And I did have it before. Like before I got an iPhone, I had like when the internet on phones first started coming out. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was just like real limited. Like, you could go on Facebook and shit or whatever it was, but it was like just text. You know? Mm-hmm. And now it's like, okay, they switched it over to basically the whole image and all that. But once they switched over to that, they took off my unlimited. They're like, that's not the same. What do you mean? It's the same fucking internet.
They do this weird thing, like they swap your plan without telling you. Yeah, which is it's fine though. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about business. It's all about money. Oh, yeah. If they can find a way to swap, like with T-Mobile, I think they switched my plan for a year, and we found out like, wait, there's a huge inconsistency here, and we told them, and they said, oh, we thought you'd like it better if you were on this plan.
Oh,
so
is
we
that
ended
what
up
you
like getting like a certain amount of months for free because they fucking overcharged us for a year straight. So it's like you know, you got to watch out for these guys because, yeah, these are some fucking scam companies. Think about it like this. At this point, everybody ever has a fucking cell phone.
Yeah.
So now all of the cell phone companies are working together to kick you around.
Yeah.
Because people will be on contract for like, what, a year or so, and then they're like, I hate it here. I'm going to go to T-Mobile because they're better. And then you go to T-Mobile, you get fucked over. You go, okay, I'm going to go to Verizon. Then you hate Verizon, then you go back to AT&T.
And then they all pretty much use the same network.
They all use the same network.
That's how that I feel.
Or one has a different plan for another. Like if you add a line here, you get a free phone. So then you hop over to these guys, and they suck. So I mean, because everyone has a cell phone, you're hardly ever going to get new users, new networks, new lines, or whatever. So you have to have everybody hop around, or you can be off the grid, be Metro, or you know.
I got Metro Unlimited, and just to let you guys know, this plan that I have right now, it's from March 23rd to April 22nd. So I'm roughly somewhere like in the middle of this, or towards ready to make my next payment. I've used 16 gigs so far.
See,
just on my own.
Are you comfortable? What happens when you meet that unlimited amount of gigs? After you go over that unlimited amount, what happens?
See, I have my warning right here to 74 gigs because I know I'm never going to hit it. But there has been times where I had it like at 20 gigs and it says, "Hey, you're coming up." Just a warning.
right?
But Metro themselves, because I have Metro, I have their unlimited plan. And since I've been with them for so long, they've charged me a lower price for the
grandfathered in. Great.
Yeah. So I abuse the fuck out of this internet. But they actually they send me notifications saying, hey, you have an unlimited plan, but we are going to taper your speeds until your next cycle.
Like people are showing up at your door like, hi, I work with Metro.
Yeah.
Stop fucking doing that.
It's like you're abusing the fuck out of the plan.
E.O.
Give me your fucking phone. Let me see this shit.
Exactly.
What are you watching? Why are you watching?
How's it going? My name's Don Data. I'm here for Metro PCS. I'm here to monitor your data.
So
Can I stay with you?
Right here for this month, I've used 5.24 gigs of YouTube. I'm always on YouTube. 4 gigs of the browser, which is Torrance, California. Snapchat for some reason has 2 gigs, but
and 15 gigs of Pornhub. I see.
Pornhub app.
I mean, that's
but it's also
service.
it's live when I'm not, or it's on there when
You
I'm
just
not.
have live streaming.
Yeah,
You have
just
live
in case I
streaming
can just
24/7.
You can just jump right in.
You want to know what's going on at all
Exactly,
times.
dude. I
I
need to
got
know
you.
what's.
But yeah,
you
what I
gotta
was-
see porn stars sleep.
So for you guys to live off 2 gigs a month, I can't fucking understand.
That grandfather shit that you're talking about, it's fucking bullshit. I've had the same phone number for like 15 years.
It looks like you've already, by the looks of your face, you looks like you've been grandfathered in a lot already.
This dude's cell phone number was his fucking Bieber number, dude.
I know. No,
It's true though.
he's like, can you port my Morse code number in? D dot 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 D
Dot dash
dot
dash.
dash. Yeah, I think we can port that over. I think that's binary.
No, and then like barely they were like, guess what? 2 more gigs for you. Thanks.
They put a little badge on you at the
Like
store.
you're cool.
Star.
You're a 2 gig winner.
There you go.
There's
Big
other
Nugs uses about 10 G's a
Yeah.
month. 8 to 10.
Thousand. He means 1,000.
We can't.
Me and Nugs we're a part of the same struggle. We're security guards, so we kind of need that unlimited data plan, or at least that extended data
That
plan.
boredom.
Yeah, you guys can download a couple books while you.
We're sponsored to you by Audible.com.
Brought to you by Audible.com. Anyway,
Books have triple penetration. Sorry.
Some do.
Some.
well, some books have 3-in-1 if that's what you're looking
You
for.
get a pop up book.
Yeah.
Papa book.
Back in my day, we used to call porno mags pop-up books. So I want to get to this other thing where you actually mentioned an alternative cell phone plan. My brother actually mentioned a plan to me called Google. It's by Google. It's called Project 5. And what it is that Google actually gets subcontracts other cell phone companies' towers, and they actually are able to sublet their service.
They're stealing shit and selling it to you.
No, they're I would say sublet. You know,
Yeah.
they're using it, and
They hit
changed the verbiage.
a version of Torrance, California.
yeah, I think it's all legal. I think because Google's
well.
an actual company that
Yeah, but
controls
that
the
doesn't mean-
world.
That
Google,
doesn't mean
yeah.
what they do is necessarily
Google is
legal.
the company.
They
So-
can loophole their way through some shit.
I
Probably
actually was able
loophole.
to almost get this whole thing started right now, and basically what it starts off, it's like they ask you how many gigs do you think you're going to use a month.
Sorry, were you texting right now? Where you were
No,
trying to
I was
talk?
getting it started. I was just showing.
Okay.
I'm showing it as an
Okay.
example.
Okay, I trust you, man.
Fine, dude.
I didn't-
I mean, it's your show. Whatever.
Well, I felt like I have parents
You
on
wanna
the
run
show
into
now.
ground, go ahead.
I mean,
We have to tell them where we're going now.
you did
Friday.
call me daddy yesterday.
Right. I was there. You were holding his pocket all day.
There goes mom and dad arguing again. We have so they basically ask on Google on Project Fi. They ask you how many gigs do you expect to use. If you stay under that gig threshold, they'll refund you that amount you didn't use. So it'll carry over.
Yeah, rollover.
Exactly. That's a good. That's another alternative now.
How much is that?
It just depends. So like 30, if you use 3 gigs, it's 30, 40, and then it goes so on and so forth. But if you don't use that amount, you're all right. And then you even mentioned that other safe haven is Wi-Fi. Using Wi-Fi, you're not using anyone's data.
Yeah.
So
It's like you're not home all day. And,
Yeah, well-
and some
Most places have Wi-Fi, but they get
Yeah.
stingy with that password.
and they also put on the Project Fi is that there is multiple Wi-Fi hotspots that you can use. So you don't have to use the cellular data that you're provided on your plan. The alternative is, well, if you're not using ours, there's plenty of other hotspots we can lend you, and you can enjoy your experience that way. That's a good method, and you know what? I commend them because the way to get it started on your phone, it's already linked up if you already have Android. Like once you already link up your phone on Android via Gmail, they know you. Like you are literally never off the grid, and you
Good to know.
you can get Project Fi started off super quick, but it's just an alternative to
What's it called? MC5?
to the now unlimited data cap bullshit that we have to deal with now.
I mean, yeah, I'm scared to death to use my phone.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the tracking that Google has on your phone, where you can see exactly where you've been, and you see the pattern, the hamster wheel that you run every day?
See your life.
Yeah.
And how little you go outside of this box.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, at the end of the day, they're always going to be watching you. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk all you want and just say, "Okay, Google," and then it responds. So I mean, it's always
I know, right?
recording you.
The last question I want to get to with this segment is: would you ever feel comfortable just going back to the flip phone and just taking regular calls like that?
You look
know,
scared.
And then
No.
having like a separate tablet to connect to Wi-Fi as your method of
You know
your
those,
smartphone.
You know those memes you see on Facebook where it says a house? It's like a picture of a house on a lake, and it says $1 million in this house if you give up
All
Facebook.
those stupid
and your phone.
hypotheticals.
I'll do that in a fucking second, dude. Fuck all that. I don't need any of this shit. Well, we'll have to go back to stuffing papers of porn in my pocket.
but
But
I mean-
other than that, then fuck the phone. I don't need that. I don't need internet. I
But
can
then your
fuck
mind,
the
your mind will go back to that as well. Like when you're having to deal with slices of porn,
phone. You live
Slices.
a paper life after
you
that.
live a paper life, and then you just
I'm okay with that. I can go back to that.
then your mind just simplifies. It's good shit.
Have you ever
The banter between these two are interesting.
Yeah,
I have to start logging this stuff down. This is like the new. I think we found one of the missing links. I just have to defer between the two.
I think we're fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah, I
So
can see that. But look at this. fucking
but
head.
look
You're
look
drinking beer out of a coffee mug.
look how we're relying
You're
on
drinking
technology.
beer out of a coffee mug.
This motherfucker has broccoli hair. Talking
I'm
to
not
us about
fucking
anything.
drinking beer out of a goddamn coffee mug, dude.
I bear no judgment to you two. I think you're
The
all
jig is up.
I think you
Don't
guys are great
say
people.
that, dude. That's a very offensive word. I've been accused of being black my entire life. I don't like words like jig.
So you'd just be comfortable, Adrian, going off the grid completely. How about you, Slick? Would you?
I don't mind it. What about you?
Speaking of fire memes, there's also great memes on. There's also mad dank memes on the Instagram of Green Thing Pro.
Yeah,
And at
Those
the
are
A40
fire
review.
ass memes.
There's a bunch of memes there. Back to the question, Slick. It looks like you're already off the grid yourself, but are you prepared to?
As long as I have that Matrix phone, that one that just what was it, the chocolate?
The one that rings and Lawrence Fishburne's on the other line?
not that. It was just like a little slide thing, and then it was just
Yeah.
like about that big. That shit was tight.
Yeah. Or how about the little one from Singular Wireless, the little baby phone,
I fucking hated that.
the little Zoolander phone?
That had a mirror on it.
Yeah.
It literally had a mirror
That was
on
bullshit.
the face.
Yeah.
And then you flip
Oh
it.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
You ready to go off the grid, Slick?
I'm down. I mean, I'm gonna. I like you said, I'm gonna miss those fire memes.
Yeah.
But it's like I could get home and hop
Catch
on
up.
the.
You could be on there for months.
Do you guys ever see yourself giving up to like a flip phone or like an old Nokia phone just to get away from the habit of picking up your phone every 2 fucking seconds and
Yes.
checking and like
Yes, there's actually a Kickstarter for Actually, it was a successful Kickstarter, and it's this basic ass phone.
And what is it
Back
called?
to a
Like
regular phone.
What is it called? Like Mike's phone? There's something called like Mike's phone.
Something like that.
And what it is it's just a basic flip phone.
Yeah,
with
and
no
it
display.
answers. Yeah, it answers and hangs up.
Yeah, answers, hangs up, has numbers on it, and then on the back there's a little storage for a tiny pen and a little notebook of paper for you to write numbers down in.
Yeah,
and that's it.
That's it.
That's all it is.
I would love that phone.
A 90s time capsule cell phone, huh?
The thing is, it's so hard now just because
That's how you socialize, and that's how you interact with people.
that's how you
around
socialize. That's how you learn. Like it's just all fucking there. Like, all right, who fucking wrote this song and what year was it in? Oh, it was fucking Joanna Man in 1933 or whatever it was.
And those are important things to look up, I guess.
Like Nug says right here, it's like having a library in the palm of your hand.
Pornography library.
That right there. How else would you pull up the discography or the filmography of such classic like Gianna, classics like Gianna, classics like Rebecca Linares?
How many schlongs has Sasha Grey sucked at once? You don't know this until you Google it, my friend.
It's
I've
not
never
offhand
thought to ever
information.
Google that. That's really good. I'll take note.
So
of
yeah,
that.
you can look at it as if you're a fucking technology hound or addicted to social media, but it is that secondary sort of encyclopedia for the entire world, literally at your fingertips.
I don't want to be the dumb guy after because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go off the grid and nobody follows me, and then it's like, oh, there goes dumb old Slick.
There
Oh,
goes-
guys, you know what I
You
mean?
don't know anything.
That's how you'll come out of it, huh? You'll come out.
right away.
If I could take a Kindle with me, I think I'll be fine.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Take a Kindle with a. Do you know what a Kindle? Yeah, I know a Kindle.
You mean the thing that
It's starting a fire.
I'll be
with
glad.
a
I'll just take a Kindle Jenner home,
Yeah,
and I'll live off the
Kendall
grid.
Jenner?
and have
people that it was on.
check up memes for me. I just take books with me.
That's a lot of books to take, man.
You're gonna need something to burn.
You're gonna need something like Audible.com for all.
We're not even sponsored by Audible yet. We can't be cutting promos for them all early.
if you think it's
We'll
a
let them
mindset.
know. Hey, by the way, we're cutting promos like way earlier for you guys. Can you guys give us some
Back
retroactive
some-
credits?
It's a mindset, bro. You gotta imagine that. You're
Oh yeah, perception is reality.
Exactly.
One thing I want to ask you guys before I get into the next thing the next scam from consumer, modern consumer America. What do you guys feel is a scam that you think that other businesses do?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper is not a scam. It's a very big
I
necessity
feel like
for
you
sanitation.
just
and
said something.
and
That wasn't.
toilet paper, you think is a scam? Please
Elaborate.
for all of us.
Bro. Wipe it, clean it. It's
He's
all good.
probably using the 3 seashells in Demolition Man. You know how to use the 3 seashells? Please
doesn't even know
enlighten
about the
me.
seashells.
I have the internet, my friend, as we speak. Google it.
Google it.
Think of how much money you can save.
Wait, did he just try to sound like a smart guy? Did he's like,
Whoa.
hey man, the internet's at the palm of your hand, Google it. But he knew the answer. He tried to call the bluff like he knew the answer, but he just like redirected us back to Google.
Hey, dude, I don't gotta teach you anything.
Yeah.
It's not his job anymore.
That's
not.
That's how all smart people do it now. They're just like, I can give you the answers,
But just
you
Google
can
it.
Google it
Just
to find
Google
out
it, bro.
yourself
Just Google
and
it.
find out the same answer that I possibly knew or did it.
It's up to you now.
It's the choice is Olmec.
Life-
The
life
choice is
insurance.
yours and yours alone.
No,
right?
right here. Nugs right here. Life insurance is a fucking scam.
Life insurance is a
Ooh.
definite scam.
The whole
Good one, Nugs.
the whole death industry.
The whole death industry is a scam.
the whole death
Burying
industry.
people,
Sounds
charging
like a band.
people to keep your body in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Whole cremation, all that right there. Yeah, it's dirty
Donnie
work.
and
It's
the
a
Big
racket.
Lebowski.
It's a
It's
racket.
a racket for sure. That shit pisses
Rest in
me
peace,
off.
Donnie from the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to fucking screw him over.
Yeah, hope he would have shut the fuck up a lot more.
Yeah, he was out of his element
He
there.
was out of his element.
So let's go into that because then I'll go into the next one that I wanted to talk about. But yeah,
People are banking off of your mortality.
so
Yeah,
it's
that's fucked
literally
up.
a law that you have to bury someone 6 feet or deeper in the ground.
Okay, let me. I got a backyard. That should be
Right?
cool.
Exactly.
No, but there's we got space and
There's
it's
a
better.
specific plot of land we have dedicated for all these bodies to be in one place.
Yeah,
Let's say-
you figure the graveyard is nothing but a big real estate land is like come on, bring all your dead bodies. We'll take care of them.
We'll bury them.
Like if you literally encapsulate the thought of a mortuary.
Marriage is a scam.
We'll either bury them, put them in a nice shiny capsule, or we'll burn them. And give you a nice shiny capsule.
That's a very good question.
Whether or not they're leaving in some sort of way.
Social Security is a scam.
Thomas Flores says.
Thomas Flores. Social Security is a thing that we're never going to be able to actually, I think, reap the benefits of.
Right.
I know people who reap the benefits of Social Security.
Oh, I know plenty of other. Yeah, it's just the working class that don't.
Yeah, the people contributing.
Yeah, I want to reap something.
Yeah.
Why don't I get a reap?
Well, don't.
Hey!
You're throwing
first of all, it's illegal to reap anybody.
You can't.
I can't reap the benefits of the U.S. government.
It has to be consensual, man.
Yeah, bro, you can't just go reaping.
Well, yeah, just fill up a couple forms, and boom.
You have a couple malt liquors, Colt 45s, and start reaping.
Start reaping everyone around you.
This is literally
Be a reapist.
This is literally became the GT podcast.
Yeah, congratulations, you
Hey,
lose.
thank you
Shout out to
for
Game
having us.
Swappers on the live chat here on the
Titty
Facebook
bars
here.
are a scam.
And titty bars are not a scam.
No, they are. Because why spend all that money at a titty bar when you can take out a nice lady and then get your chances that way?
See, this guy's a good advocate right
See,
there.
you-
Like,
you-
But some people have
Pay to
this
go.
face going for them. That shit don't fly, dude.
Yeah, but why would you pay to have even bigger blue balls?
Andre, what do you think about graveyards before we go into this tangent here? Hold on, as much as I wanted to talk about that,
Kelly always
I mean,
comes back.
I think
Tries to bring the
we're
profession.
on the same page here, where it's kind of.
I just think all that shit is weird. It's weird.
What?
note
The death industry?
Like how-
Yeah, the death
organized it
industry
is now,
itself
yeah.
is very weird. There's a show called Nathan For You.
Oh,
And-
Nathan For You.
Nathan
yes,
For You, and
yes.
he basically, the chick owned a mortuary or something like that, and he like shit on the whole industry subtly, and he's like,
Eloquent.
business is booming, huh? Isn't that great? Well, it's not great that people are dying, right?
Yeah.
But it's great that you're getting business, right? But there's a lot of people dying,
Yeah.
and you're reaping benefit from their deaths, right? You know, like just fucking with her. And that's how I feel. It's like, yeah, they turned it into this big
Grim.
opportunity.
What's-
like I just was at a funeral, and you know, was at the the little cathedral or whatever, and of course the it's like it like ran like a conveyor belt. Like as soon as we did the viewing, all right, so we're gonna need all of you to go outside
Yeah.
and go to where go outside and stand out there and wait for us to bring the body out. Like it was really it just felt icky. It felt like they didn't give a fuck about
Oh,
this.
no,
they don't.
without a
Like
doubt.
everybody's
without a doubt.
crying, and they're like, "You got to get out."
You notice during the whole ceremony of a funeral that there's two workers there dressed in a uniform just waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
One of them like has a hay straw out of his mouth ready just to fill dirt in.
I don't know how many funerals I've been to where they don't even have a uniform. It's just like they're just like
They're just like, "All right,
some like
I'm about
guys-
to get it done. So
guys-
it's getting paid for this."
You guys remember Alvin Shorts' scary stories to tell in the dark?
No, tell us.
that skull face thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those
They're
old,
so familiar with it.
yeah, those
we're
old like
smart.
graphic children's books that were like scary stories. You guys remember those?
Yeah.
So there was a story in there where this woman had a funeral for her husband, and she said, in summation, the whole story was she basically had a funeral set up for her husband. She said he's not wearing the right suit. And then the guy's like, all right, we'll just switch the heads. So they just switched the heads of the bodies. And that story right there kind of stayed with me throughout life, where it's like, yeah, that's basically what the mortuary is, dude. They're just over here churning out funerals left, like, boom, one after another. Doesn't matter. It's not
Doesn't
special to
matter.
them.
It
They
really
don't give
doesn't.
a shit. They're just here to make
Yeah,
money and
exactly.
capitalize on
Once
the
you
inevitable.
once the emotion's taken out of something so intimate as burying your loved ones.
It's a guilt trip, dude.
Remember,
too.
like the only type of evidence that I have to the old days is westerns. Remember, if a family member died, you would literally see the eldest man or whoever would literally have a shovel and have someone buried in it.
Yep.
It was something that we had to take care of. But then some guy's mom or grandma croaks like, I don't want to take care of it. Who can I call? Mm-hmm. You know, and then after
And
that
it's
the
turned
ball
into a
started
business,
rolling.
yeah.
You know, it's like, and after that, I found my own business.
You know what's weird? Cultures like in the Philippines.
Yeah.
For instance, if someone hangs themselves, if someone hangs themselves, they consider it like you're cursed if you touch this person that harmed themselves.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they actually, like, it's a ritual for them. Well, at least back in the day, is to get the the dumbest dude of the little village, get him drunk, and then have him go and cut down the body so he's not fully conscious while he does this horrible deed.
Jesus.
And they also believe that if someone is drowning, you don't touch them. You just leave them to their fate.
That's
their
kinda
choice.
deep. Yeah.
That's fucking drowned.
That's kind of deep.
He made
weird.
his choice.
Weird.
Isn't it in India they like wrap you up and burn you and you're on fire down the river? Isn't that a thing?
That's gnarly.
There's
That's
like-
the Viking way. That's
Yeah,
how
that sounds
Vikings.
like-
That's how
I
Norse.
think that's in India. There's like I don't know. They have this.
that too probably.
There's this pygmy tribe that actually literally strips the meat and fat and skin off your bones.
Oh, shit.
And they chunk you out and then feed you to the vultures. And then the vultures eat you, recycle your body to the earth, and then get your bones, grind them in the dust, and just
gold
that-
dust.
That
Gold
sounds
dust
more
rock.
ritualistic.
they shatter
than-
dreams.
I know.
Yeah, but it's more ritualistic and there's more effort behind it than what
Yes.
you see today.
Which
Well,
is
yeah.
what I'd rather have.
I'd want me fill my guts up with explosives.
Nice.
Party. Wait, we're about to burn Slick. We're about to blow up Slick's body. Everybody down at the hole.
Okay, you've heard it here first. This is what he wants.
I
Dude,
feel,
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead.
true.
I want them to get some good footage. Put that shit on
Get
Green
some
Thing.
good footage.
Do you not want your last
dedicated.
footage to be the shit?
Your last footage.
And then it's going to get flagged for being age inappropriate, and then it won't get the...
Put it somewhere, dude. Put it. World Star will probably show it. I think we're all
For,
right.
for the record, guys, if I expire prematurely, I just want to make sure you guys will like take care of me like they did in Troy. Just have a bunch of wood burning, and I'm just there with like 2 coins on my head.
Oh, I thought you wanted people to hollow you out, fill you up, and then get you across some sort of barrier or line, and then explode out of you and
No.
take over the...
Either mummify me or just take me out so I can go to the river Styx.
And Brendan Fraser mummy or
Take me out Greek
Tom
style,
Cruise
like,
mummy?
like our fellow Greeks, huh?
Damn.
Yeah.
And Greek, you mean yogurt or Roman?
No, not Greek yogurt. To the guys in the Facebook Live group, we were talking about consumer scams. What you guys feel are consumer scams in America? We're talking Social Security, life insurance,
Marriage.
data caps on cell phones. We're also going to be talking about Thomas Flores decided to say DUI laws are also a scam.
No, those are laws for you to keep your ass in check.
As much
Don't kill people.
as much as I appreciate his input, this is the first time my youngest brothers put input on the show.
Okay.
DUI laws are there to protect people, to make sure that, well, we're going to hit you with a hefty check to make sure you don't try to do this shit again.
Yeah,
But you're basically fucked
it's-
in every other regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the DUI law is like church. They're trying to make you not. It's like scare you into freaking hell. So they're scaring you with a big bill. You know what I mean?
But
That shit's scary.
when you get the bill, you're going to drink more because it fucking sucks.
I know, right?
As soon as I got my DUI,
But you won't
bill, I
drive
drink
though. That's
more.
the thing. That's the key.
You won't drive after. Yeah, you're right.
I don't care if you kill yourself with booze.
Another thing that I felt that was a consumer scam big time was auto insurance. You figure if you're a good driver,
Are you in good hands?
are you in good hands with Allstate?
Allstate.
Unfortunately, this girl was in an accident,
She was in good hands.
but she was in good hands with Allstate. We can't bring her back from the dead, but we can get her a nice car from Allstate. Auto insurance. I think myself, if you're driving, if you're a well-behaved driver, don't have road rage, don't get in an accident. For a majority of your time, I figure that there has to be not just a lower rate, but like some leeway.
Yeah.
You're proving yourself. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know,
This guy doesn't suck. Yeah. All right. Let's cut him some slack real quick.
You know what I mean?
He's not costing us more money.
I feel that the deductible is reasonable if a lower rate is attached to it. But I mean, if you're paying 80, 120, some people pay $200 depending if they even have. For example, if you have a DUI, your insurance rate goes up. Yeah. So, but
If you get a slight bump into anything and they document it,
Yeah,
your
don't
shit
document
goes
that.
up.
So
Take your bumps, brother.
So the go ahead rate for most auto insurance deductibles $500. Do you think that's Slick? I want to ask you. Do you think that's reasonable when you when you get in an accident?
He doesn't know what it's like to drink and drive, so
Well, no, I'm just
I'm a
saying
pretty
that-
smart guy.
Yeah,
you brain good.
I'm saying.
My-
Do you think a $500 deductible is reasonable for the vehicle you drive and for the monthly rate that you pay on your insurance? or do you think it's a scam yourself? In your position,
It's definitely a scam, dude. It's
Adrian. What do you think?
Wait, what are we saying? Because
So-
I don't get my insurance. I just pay it every month.
No,
low.
you still
But
but
if
you
I was
still
paying
pay it
insurance
nonetheless.
every month,
Yeah.
and then say something was to happen,
Yeah.
all that accumulated money that I've been paying every month should pay for everything. And
which it
then-
doesn't. Which it doesn't.
Yeah,
but that's how I think it should.
It's funny how
It should be fully covered, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, my
because
fucking-
I've been fucking good all these months.
Can you
and I'm
imagine
paying
going to the
insurance.
auto insurance place? We got it. We'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Cheer up next time. You know,
Thank you.
Watch your back.
My fucking car.
be careful out there.
I might do my taxes here next year.
Right.
Some fucking asshole was driving recklessly, fucked my car up when it was parked, and first of all, he got away with it just because the cop was like, "Well, he's not drunk." Yeah, but he was driving on the wrong side of the fucking road, dude. It doesn't matter if he's
My
drunk.
car's still fucked up. That
Yeah,
sucks.
and okay, so I'm thinking, all right, well the insurance is either gonna fix it or well, I'm thinking they're gonna fix it. That's what I'm fucking thinking. No, here's $2,000, which isn't enough for shit.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not gonna be able to fucking get a proper car for 2 G's. You know what I mean? So like I was fucking screwed for a long time just because this guy was acting like a fucking idiot. I'm paying my insurance.
You still have to keep paying your insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'm screwed. I had to get a fucking car that wasn't reliable.
Yeah.
I had to fucking put money into that.
You lost.
I lost, dude, and I didn't do shit. I was inside watching fucking TV.
You were inside trying to enjoy the Jets and some asshole hits your car.
Right.
Flintstones.
So Frank wanted
of
to
fucking
has some input here. He said some auto insurance companies offer incentives like good driver discounts or a check. D actually agrees with you, Adrian. We have some agreements with you. And big shout out to Game Swappers, of course. Make sure to stop to
Shout
Redlands
out to
Retro
you.
tomorrow. From what time are we going to start that? From
12 to 5.
From 12 to 5. We're going to have various buy, sell, and trades, including the good people like Game Swappers and various other vendors too. The 13 plus vendors, or just 13?
Yeah, 13, I believe.
The lucky number 13 vendors we're going to have. So
And
big
nachos.
big shout out to Game Swappers there. I'm with you on that one, dude. Like, I feel that the auto insurance monthly rate that you pay should suffice whenever you get in an accident. You don't have to pay a deductible.
Yeah.
You know,
You're just paying them.
I hate this idea that, well, if something happens and it's not my fault, like in your instance where some guy sideswipes you while
It's not even
while
like
you're on some-
we can't decide who
No.
did it. Or, I wasn't even in the fucking.
This was parked at his house, and then some guy came by and hit it.
This guy was my okay. I'm residential, right?
Yeah.
25 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So this guy tried to jump in front of somebody else, and they were both trying to get in front of each other.
Yeah. You're just in your house with the dirty sock trying to watch Baywatch, and some dude fucks up your car.
Exactly, dude.
That's
Hasselhoff is the shit, right? But yeah, dude, is completely on the wrong side of the road. Must have hit my car like going like 80, and then there was a fucking skid like I want to say the length of like 2 houses, and then so my car was parked like pretty much almost where my house starts, and it rolled all the way to the neighbor's house. And they're trying to tell me this guy was going 25 miles per hour. Okay, so where did that skid come from? Like a mile long. And
Coincidence.
I had all this fucking proof, all this everything, and nobody gave a shit about anything.
Did you have your beard at the time? Mind my ass?
And no.
well,
I was
you know-
7. I was 7 when it happened.
What'd you? Someone hit your red wagon?
Yeah. Oh man, you hit my tricycle.
Oh man. Before we go to end this other segment here, do you guys want to note any other consumer scams? Or if you guys on the Instagram Live know about any other consumer scams, just let us know.
What the fuck's up with bundling? Why do they always want you to bundle shit?
We're at.
Like at Spectrum or something.
Fuck Spectrum.
See,
Fuck
bundling,
Frontier.
Yeah.
bundling is bullshit because not a lot of people use phone lines anymore.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to have your cell phone already.
That's it.
And just your internet. Like
Yeah.
you could literally get by with internet now.
But they don't even let you do that. Like, I just want
It's not
internet.
even a fucking option,
Nothing
dude.
else. No.
For
you
$10 more, we can give you 2 shitty phone lines.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. Well, you're still gonna get it. Like, they don't give a fuck. You gotta have everything. And
What
that's
about
just
like at autos, like sales tax? How about sales tax?
Just give me the fucking price,
Give
bro.
me the price straight up, dude. Like,
Oh, that like instead of the advertised price being $6.99.
Yeah, and then it's like $32.48.
Like
What?
at AutoZone, I went to go buy something I went to go buy 2 core packs for my car.
Uh huh.
$41 each. Fucking came out to like $100 or like 90 some bucks.
Yeah,
Just because there's like a $6, $7, $8 fucking sales tax on top of
that
the parts
9% will
I've
kill you, man. Every $100, $9 plus tax.
Dude, that shit is bullshit.
Yeah.
Some would say hogwash. Some would say
Hogwash.
bullshit.
I'm sorry. Let me say. Let me use a better term, for lack of a better term. Hogwash.
Hogwash.
So I mean, I don't understand why people want to end up bundling stuff up like that. Like, can I just have the internet and no fucking phone line?
Because
no
a lot of people
cable?
a lot of people fall for it. They're like, "Well, I'm getting a good deal on this." Yeah, but you didn't even need that. Yeah, but it's a good deal. Like,
what was one consumer advocate once said? The cheapest thing that you'll ever spend on a sale is the money you don't spend on it. You know
exactly.
And it's like that's how stores even get you like that. Oh, this is on sale though. Regular price is advertised here, but this is right now it's $39.99.
Yeah, but your stupid reptilian consumer mind goes, yeah, that is a steal.
Wait, did you just assume my gender by calling me a reptilian?
No, I assumed your species.
Good. I just wanted to get that clarified.
Just get that out of the way.
Gender, don't give a shit. I'm assuming your species.
I think microtransactions are bullshit.
Dude, just because I want to be microtrans shouldn't be fucking anything.
The actions of anybody that's small and trans.
I am openly reggae, and I am offended.
Will from Game Swappers has a general question to ask us, and after this question, we'll end this segment. We'll talk about the Coen films that I was watching a couple weeks ago. How many of you guys have had that one guy come up to you and ask you what you do for a living? Basically, end up trailing you to do something like Prime America,
Prime
or
America.
something like Herbalife.
Why? What do you guys think about Prime America?
Well, I was in Prime America.
You were in Prime America?
MLG. Well, no,
Major League Gaming?
Wait, hold on. WFG, World Financial Group, and
the
Prime
fuck?
America. They were actually competitors.
So what do you think about?
It was funny because I hate those fucking things, man.
They're
I hate them. No, you'll make a lot of fucking money, but you have to be a scumbag to get it.
Yes.
Fuck all that.
And that's what sucks.
Can you be religious and be Prime America at the same time?
Yeah, our leader, the millionaire head of our pyramid, he was a devout Christian. He would make us listen to that, like.
Yeah, but
The top of the pyramid, the top of the pyramid would like to be called the Pharaoh. Can you show him some respect?
yeah, but how do you be Christ-like or lead a Christian life and be such a piece of shit?
You could use your faith to get others into it. As a matter of fact, being religious is how you really move forward.
Prime
that makes sense.
America actually banks on the whole. It's similar, at least to my experience, the whole life insurance scam, where they bank on the unfortunate to happen to you.
Yeah,
and
they go to low income areas, right? They I have all the tech. It's fucked up. All right, so you guys, you're pretty much wealthy. Usually, the richer ones are showing you all these tricks. They're rich as fuck, like they're a millionaire. It's not a joke. It's not fake. They're millionaires.
Is it a pyramid scheme?
For a reason.
No, it's a pyramid scheme, but it has legit like things that they're selling. But at the same time, it's bullshit.
It's the most experienced guys, the most experienced sellers will spin a tale off of their own experience to show you, whoa, look at all these Bentleys I got, look at all these cars I got. This
I
could
don't
be
give a shit
you.
about
This could be you. When I
I don't
started
care
10 years
about.
ago,
I don't care about materialistic shit like that.
But
if I had money,
but other people do. So that's how they do it. A millionaire, he's like, I dress in raggedy clothes on purpose, and I go to the dollar store. I go to Dollar Tree. I go to 99-cent only, and I just walk around and go, "What do you do for a living?" That's exactly like, or, "Hey, how's it going? Are you looking for a work opportunity?"
yeah.
Oh yeah, what you got? Because of course they're at the dollar store. They go to budget areas and bargain spots and
People
swap
hate their
meets.
jobs.
Yes,
People in bad
Matinees at the
spots.
cinema.
yeah. And what happens is after a while, you know,
mayonnaise?
they basically strip you of your humanity because after a while, all your interactions are fake.
Yeah.
So you talk to any person and you're already trying to make them a prospect. I remember this one female. I was like, we were hitting it off. I thought we were like gonna like.
You were vibing?
Oh my
Yeah, we were
God.
vibing real good. And she's like, "Give me your number." That's my fact. Here, I'll give you my phone. And then she gives me the phone. You know, put it in or whatever. You can meet me at my office and we can spend some time together. Then I go over there. Fucking World Financial Group.
Oh,
And
I thought you were just a casting couch, dude.
That day they had a meeting, right? And they were like, one of my favorite techniques to do to bring a prospect in, it was basically I'd get really cool with them and then I hand them my phone. That's how you let them feel like they're connecting with you.
The girl that just did you, she winks and she's like, "That's how I suckered you in, bro."
I was so fucking mad at her, man.
Game Swappers actually had some input. He's like, I have a better Primerica story. I was forced to go to a meeting when I was a kid, and then he put, "That's why I'm good at conning people."
Damn.
In respects to Game Swappers, it's a legitimate business. I love their deals. He cuts me good deals, and he's going to be at Relland's Retro. So It's good stuff.
Relevance Retro here at the North Space.
Manipulative word. Yeah, definitely.
Opportunity. D would like to let us know that opportunity is a manipulative word.
Mm-hmm.
It works for casting agents for adult films. It works for most people.
Yeah, but
So-
these pyramid schemes, they're fucking. They're scams, but at the same time, those are like legit.
Frank also chimes in. He's like, "Yeah, you are good at it, Will." I want to get into the last part of the segment of the Mark and Andre show by letting you guys know that
Chandre,
I watched 2 films.
about time.
2 films by the Coen brothers, and I've watched a few total. I watched The Big Lebowski first, and then I watched Burn After Reading.
Ooh,
Cool.
I watched those 2, and then I'm familiar with No Country for Old Men. I watched it around
Gem.
the time that it
Gem.
was actually released. Now, these Coen brothers, they do break the normal mode for
Mold.
for cinema, where you would have a first act, second act, third act, climax.
That shit don't fly with
climax,
them.
third act.
Yeah.
When I was watching The Big Lebowski, I was texting you.
From the beginning to the end, like
No way.
Yeah,
it was.
You live tweeted.
And I know the basic idea
it was
is like
hilarious. I had to keep responding.
I was under. I basically gave Slick the gist that he basically passed it off as the greatest movie since the coming of Christ,
Which I didn't.
and he did it. But I kept bullshitting with him just
Because
to get him
he's
agitated.
like, he's like, I'm not feeling this, dude. Can you? Who is this guy even? Like shit like
And
that, you know?
Watching The Big Lebowski, I was like, well, what the fuck's happening? Like, throughout this whole thing was like, there was a bunch of unanswered questions, and this movie kept going along.
Yeah.
And
You'll figure it out.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I had to do at the end. I was like, wait, things are just happening right now. They're not getting... Some are getting solved, but it's not the things that I kind of want solved.
It's not solved all the way. There's
Yeah.
like, wait. And then just hops into another problem, kind of.
For Frank's real quick question on the Facebook Live, my thoughts on WrestleMania. It was a good Mania. It's better than the previous 2. I did put the WrestleMania Smark and a Mark review up on the Spreaker page, so if you want to check that out.
Final thoughts on WrestleMania is that it was all right. The only reason it was all right because you had a lot of good and a lot of shit, and when you have a lot of good and a lot of shit,
Yeah.
it
Evens
equals out.
Hey.
The but with the Big Lebowski, it's like there was things that's happened so left field that it got me agitated. I texted him immediately.
Everything that,
The 2 biggest dudes that were doing the most activity
Who?
didn't
Spoilers.
die.
Spoilers.
Didn't die.
Walter and
Walter and the dude, and then fucking Donnie's sensitive ass ends up having a heart attack out of nowhere, and Donnie dies.
spoilers.
And
Rough.
It's
the
been 20
movie's
years.
50 years old. Fuck. But it's like when they're at the funeral, they're like, "Well, the cheapest urn we have is $400." Like, you have something else we can put him in?
Yeah.
It's like, we don't need a fucking urn.
Where's
for
your
him.
food for less? What does he say? It comes back with a
Where's the
coffee
nearest
can.
supermarket?
Yeah.
Folgers.
I didn't know where the dude worked. I don't know why.
Irrelevant.
I don't know why the dude
That doesn't
like
matter.
white Russian so much.
Irrelevant.
It's a good drink.
I don't know who took the money.
You're asking the wrong question.
Yeah, exactly. And after I
Haven't you heard
watched
it's
it,
about
I was
the
like,
journey, not the end?
the dude listens to the Eagles the first time in Spanish at the bowling alley, and then he comes back. He listens to the
And he hates
Hotel
it.
California in Spanish, and then he's in the taxi cab where but beforehand he thought he got arrested, but he was at just this country club fucking police enforcement place, and he tells the taxi cab driver, he's like, "Man, can you turn off can you change the
Fuck you,
station?
motherfucker, you don't like my shit?
I don't
Get the fuck
like,
out of my
nah,
cab."
dude." He's like, "It's cool, but I just don't like the fucking Eagles, man."
He was in a mood though. He was like
Yeah.
in a fuck you. I don't want to hear anything.
The Coens guys.
got beat up
I like
by-
No Country for Old Men. When my brother showed it to me, it was
Yeah.
spot on.
Yeah.
Good movie.
The Big Lebowski to you guys. How many times did it take you guys to? Did you guys get it the first time, or did it take a couple of runs?
Like he said, you're asking the wrong questions. You're trying to figure out something that's irrelevant. You just sit there and you watch it. You take it
Yeah,
for
when-
what it is.
No.
I think it's kind of backwards in my opinion. It's like they deliberately put you on that awkward journey so you can ask those questions
Yeah.
and be unsatisfied. It's like I keep telling them, it's like a diverted form of storytelling. It's the journey more than
It is.
what the film is.
Yeah.
They're trying to break that idea of what a movie is. Because when you go see a movie, we've seen a lot of
You
film.
could just guess what's gonna happen.
You know
I don't know what
arcs.
the fuck's
You
gonna
can
happen
see
in
an
Big
arc.
Lebowski.
Like you could learn see a character. He's an asshole, and they're friends, by the end of it, he's going to learn a lesson and be a better person.
Yeah.
If you're fucking with a Coen film, he's an asshole, and then halfway through the movie, he's going to get raped.
Yeah, and it's like, what?
And then you'll never see him for the rest of the movie. And now you're going to go, why was he even here in the first place? Yeah. But either way it goes, that whole experience was unique.
Oh, shit. Frank even just dropped a gem on us. He's like, it's not the Eagles. Well, the Hotel California song was the version, but it's the Gypsy Kings actually did the song.
It's one of their songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so it kind of like with that evidence there, kind of shows that it literally wasn't the Eagles that sang it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's cool though.
I think amazing rendition of that song though.
Yeah,
very good.
When I went to Lebowski Fest, fucking Cage from Tenacious D. They did that shit in Spanish. That shit was fucking beast.
It's pretty cool.
So what'd you think about Burn After Reading?
I'll get to that. Okay. But what I want to tell you about The Big Lebowski is that so the movie itself didn't pan in the cinemas itself, but it did get a cult following at the
what did it do?
Like at the local Hollywood videos, the blockbusters. But it did get a cult following with rentals. So this movie isn't bad at all. It's a great film. You just have to get a couple run-ins with it, but. I mean, it still has its cult following. I mean, it has the Lebowski Fest that Slick went to, so this movie wouldn't have that type of entourage with it had it be a terrible movie.
And that's the thing. I don't know if the film was actually billed as a comedy. Yeah, it's billed as a comedy. Yeah. So when you tell people that they're about to have a comedic experience, they're referencing what they've experienced before. They're referencing other comedies that they've seen. And the way the Coens operate, they're not going to follow conventional standards. So you're going in expecting comedy like set up, payoff. Yeah. Set up, payoff. No, you're getting quirky, clever dialogue. The film itself is clever. A lot of the jokes they set up, you never get a payoff for, and that's kind of its joke. Like, a lot of those technical aspects of the film, they break because they know movies so well. Like, they don't want to do that. They go, you guys are going to anticipate this, and you're going to want this to happen.
That character, you've never seen that character.
Right.
And you want to know what's up with him. Like, what?
Right. Killing Donnie is hilarious.
What
was so funny because it was just...
Like, what?
It wasn't on your list of expectations at all.
Like, man down, dude.
Right. And the way it happened, you almost didn't take it serious. Like, wait, he really fucking died?
Yeah. That's the first thing I texted him. I was like, wait,
fucking Donnie died now?
Dude, there were so many curveballs within this movie.
Every time there was a curveball, he'd text me, wait. And
I didn't get closure on the Jesus bowling tournament.
Those are arcs, man. You're trying to get an arc. But you started an idea and you wanted closure. They're not going to give you that.
Typical cinema, yeah, exactly. So typical cinema would tell me that there needs to be closure with something that they opened, but the Coens don't play that shit.
They don't.
Hell no.
Fargo, really quick, is a mesh of something kind of serious, but something with comedic value.
Yeah,
and Fargo is.
Which is like a dry comedy.
Yeah, Fargo was a dry comedy.
It's a lot of tonal switching, because there are moments you're like, this is hilarious, this is like ridiculous, and then wait, somebody really died.
Yeah.
Wait, this is based on a true story. Ooh, like now it's like you don't know how to feel emotionally, and that's their concept. They hit you with two parallel things that are opposite. And then you have a response that's like somewhat in the middle. Because you are laughing at just, what the hell? Why did you think that was a good idea?
Yeah.
Why did you hire these goons? Oh, these goons are serious now. They're going to... Oh, they just killed some... What the fuck? Like, how do we get here? And then by the end of the film, nobody wins. Nothing's resolved. Most of the time, their films don't end with anything that you get. You just... The credits roll and you go...
Well, I had Raising Arizona.
I was about to say, except Raising Arizona.
I had Raising Arizona on Laserdisc. And I didn't know that the Coens wrote it until I actually read the credits on it later.
Amazing movie. Amazing movie.
See, that's the thing with me. It didn't go with me. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, I'm expecting this kind of movie, but when I'm reading the synopsis, at least the synopsis was going to let me give me some help. I put it in, and I'm like, okay, so Nicolas Cage is talking in a Midwest accent. Okay, I got to keep going. And then I was just like, I tuned out. How do you tune out during the movie? The thing is, I didn't get this. I didn't know that the Coens wrote it till after I ejected the disc, and I was like, I'm not going back in there. It's a laser disc. This is a very complicated process.
You could look at the storytelling and Raising Arizona and the storytelling and the Big Lebowski, and they're completely different. The Big Lebowski, like you said, has a lot of loose ends, has a lot of answers that go on a lot of questions that go unanswered.
Yeah.
But with a movie like Raising Arizona, it's just a cut and dry movie where
It's a film.
It's a film.
There's a straightforward narrative.
Yeah,
So
but-
that's how vast their skill is. Like they have so many different tastes of a style. It's
and it's
like
visually their style of directing is just immaculate.
To the people in the Facebook Live group, we're talking about the Coen films. Let us know what your favorite Coen Brothers film is. Let us know in the comments below.
I'm gonna hit you with a few titles because, all right, Raising Arizona.
Okay.
Barton Fink, your starring role.
Yeah, that's you, isn't it? Weren't you Barton Fink?
Fargo.
Oh, yeah. Then
Fargo.
what's the
I
name?
love Fargo.
John Turturro. Any John Turturro guy, they think I'm John Turturro.
The Hudsucker Proxy was made by Joel and Ethan and Sam Raimi, dude.
Wait, what?
The Hudsucker Proxy in 1994.
The
was
what
made
sucker?
Joe, Ethan,
Proxy?
and Sam
by
Raimi?
and Sam Raimi. That's
I gotta
crazy.
see that, dude.
I know.
Wait, Spider-Man,
Mark
Sam
that.
Raimi?
Yeah.
Shut.
Yeah.
No.
Evil
God
Dead.
damn it.
oh, I think I've seen Barton Fink. I've seen that.
Evil Dead, you son.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lady Killers.
Yep. It's and that once again, it's one of those like it's a remake. Obviously, it's like a rewrite.
I do not look like Barton Fink.
No Country. Burn
Yeah.
After Reading. A Serious Man. True
Serious
Grit.
Man was unbelievable.
Serious Man was amazing.
True. They did True Grit.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, True Grit was good. I'll give
Oh,
them
they
that.
did do True Grit.
They
True
did
Grit
a
was
good
incredible.
western.
True Grit was fantastic.
Matt Damon plays this character where you think he's going to play this
serious man.
structured character, but it's like nope, the cowardice. They like totally broke the mold out of this guy's look and everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, it goes with. Oh, how's he looking?
That's you, dude.
That is you, Mark.
So,
Okay.
Take a photo of that. Hold on, let me get that pose.
so are you just like?
You gotta leave it the other way.
Hold on.
So is it just the Big Lebowski or the Coen Brothers work
It's ugly.
as a whole that you're kind of?
I
Foreign
try to
glasses,
tell them that the Coen Brothers are unpredictable,
Take
so
a
don't
picture of
try.
it,
Oh,
Don't
my bad,
make
my bad.
that mistake of trying to predict where the Coens will go.
Yeah.
Just start the film and be
Take the
accepting. Yeah, take the adventure.
Yeah.
Because if you try to like A Serious Man, I heard so much about it, and then I watched it, and I was like broken. I was like, this is incredible.
Now-
I thought it was gonna suck.
Let me go
And
with
then,
the
I
one.
was just watching, I was like, what happened here? Like, how did this all go so wrong? So, just watching, they do great character studies, they do isolated films, they do all kinds of like styles and flavors. One of the most breakthrough moments I had through their directing was the first 10 minutes of No Country for Old Men, dead silence,
Yeah.
not a single word is spoken, and a
There's
whole
no score. There's no
No
score. in
score.
that.
Yeah, there's
No
no
score
score in
throughout
there.
the
Not one bit of fucking music, dude. That's gnarly, man.
just
Dude,
amazing.
They
His
cut
stupid fucking brother pissed me off because he's like, oh, you should buy that soundtrack, and I was like, you son of a bitch.
featuring the 18 disc. The 18 disc CD set of the soundtrack of No Country for Old Men. You'll hear silence for 14 hours straight through.
I got the soundtrack on Laserdisc.
3 songs on 58 discs.
Fuck.
So let me go into the final Coen film that I recently took a look at, and I felt that this Coen film has to be
wait.
to be my favorite because it
Real quick, dude, before we
Yeah.
get into it, the Big Lebowski, they did it with 15 million, and it made 46 at the box office. 46 million.
Yeah,
$46.
Check the source on that box office because that could be the rental sales too.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
No, I'm not gonna do all that.
Okay, but still the whole thing is that the Big Lebowski it has more acclaim after post its cinema run, but Burn After Reading. So it starts off as this whole CIA operative movie where it does the typical let me zoom in on the actual country that I'm doing it in and classified files. John Malkovich plays a hell of a role as this guy.
As always.
Amazing.
Always.
Let me tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you one thing very directly. And if you don't understand me when I tell you this thing, he is a fucking... I want John Malkovich to read me a book. Because this guy will enunciate every vowel, every consonant. Just
The way he says
in
fucking.
the beginning, God
Fucking.
created man.
I would never go to sleep. I would never if
Just
you was to
that.
read me a bedtime story.
I'd go to sleep on his chest.
I'd just be so.
Adrian, would you like John Malkovich to tell you a scary story? I'm like, fuck. I'm like... oh. John Malkovich scares me. But he plays a great role in it. But as you go along this movie, there's so many branching paths that this movie has. You have this lady that is in a fitness club that needs to be satisfied with a partner So she's under the
thinks plastic
delusion
surgery.
that surgery is going to do it for her. Brad Pitt is more of a tag-along.
Mm-hmm.
The A-list actor at this time, this is 2008 Brad Pitt, still fresh off of Troy, plays
Troy
this
was
bumbling idiot supporting cast character. Totally breaks the mold out of his
Kinda
typical...
like you, dude.
Yeah. Totally breaks the mold out of his atypical heartthrob role. This guy plays like a doofus physical
Ditzy
trainer.
fucking personal trainer, dude. Yeah.
George Clooney in this role, like if you want to take care of those two, George Clooney and the wife to
Yeah.
John Malkovich.
Fantastic
Yeah.
roles.
No,
What?
you're supposed to say what they are.
What they are?
Yeah, like George Clooney is this.
George Clooney is he's the lover of John Malkovich's wife, right? The side
Yeah,
side
he's
piece.
like a man whore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man whore, right?
Yeah.
Man whore that was a former
Building.
former cop, or he still was a cop, right?
I think he's ex, but he still claims.
He's
But he
yeah,
thinks the whole time he's being followed,
yeah,
which is a little side thing, you know.
Yeah, he thinks he's like under someone's trying to catch him for some shit, but he's just paranoid for all the shit he's doing.
Of course.
But also his character is very charming, very interesting,
Mm-hmm.
very hype. Like he has a lot of energy to himself. He's a very interesting character.
Right
like
after-
the way that he comes off is like he's almost cartoonish when you look at him because it's like you're not really normal. It's not a natural person, but he plays this character like perfectly.
Plus, he's very enthusiastic.
He's
about
so
his
enthusiastic.
invention.
Right.
Oh, his little. He's like an older Dennis Reynolds for making a dildo bike or whatever he made.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That could be his dad, dude.
So-
George Clooney could totally play Dennis Reynolds' dad in the movie.
It's the implication.
There's a lot of like I mentioned. There's a lot of branching paths. There's 4 story arcs in this movie, and by the 1 hour mark in Burn After Reading, one gets taken care of, and the rest are still.
You're
We're
like-
we
Like, the movie's almost
we are
over.
still starting where we need to take off. We need to get this shit figured out. I paused it and I was like, wait. I looked at the counter and I'm like, well, we're an hour
Trying to do
in.
the
This
math
is an hour
into
and
it?
30 minutes movie. I need some fucking closure here. And
I like the way you watch a movie.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That's the Coens make movies for
to fuck with me,
yes,
like, that's what
exactly
they do.
because it's
And-
like you're gonna. This is what they do to film.
Yeah.
You go to a movie expecting that structure you just explained. You expect a beginning, middle, end in perfect harmony. Things should be in order because this is a movie.
Yeah.
So
this is a movie.
But that's the problem. That's the problem. Movies aren't supposed to be structured.
No, dude.
So
I'm
you're,
sick of
you're
seeing
not
the same shit
supposed
over
to
and
have
over.
like this is the villain, this is the good guy, and they're going to have a conflict, and then he's going to beat the villain, obviously, and it's going to be over. They're a regular set of people run into a problem, things are going crazy, they fix the problem by the end of the movie.
Yeah. So
The Coens will go, we'll introduce a problem, get half of the characters killed,
And then a bigger problem.
and then a
here.
bigger problem arises at the very end of the movie.
and
Nobody won, and then at the and then an extra character that had nothing to do with anything killed 2 other people. Like, how did that happen? Like, who are
And
these
then,
people?
and all of a sudden he's a narrator.
Yeah,
What?
he's the narrator at the end of the movie, and it's like the decisions they made. Like, what happened? I don't understand the narrative, the structure. They could start the film as a comedy, and then by the end of it, you're like about to cry,
Yeah.
and you go, "Wait, when did the comedy stop?"
Yeah.
That's the Coens. You can't. It's cerebral. It's like a very stream of consciousness experience. Burn After Reading is one of the most cerebral ones. He's getting fired for some. It starts with he's getting fired for some bullshit that he didn't do because they fucked up, but they're just like, we don't want to deal with it. They're just gonna get you fired. Then he starts like having a drinking problem. Then he wants to write a book, and then he's like, now we're just going everywhere.
Kill
Like,
somebody?
right? But basically, they start like 50 arcs because everybody has a problem.
Yeah.
So once a problem starts, that means an arc has to start. They start like 20 arcs with all these different characters, and nothing gets completed. You know,
It's hilarious.
Wait, what happened? And then at the end of the movie, they fucking laugh at you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
basically, what did we learn? What was the purpose of all this?
And the thing is that one of the characters thinks she has the upper hand, and all she stole was
Memoirs.
John Malkovich's memoirs.
She's like, I'll take it to the Russians. Like,
And then she
and-
did.
yeah. And they're like, whoa, what do you want to do with this?
The ending that Andre's talking about is
Oh, shit.
at the end of this film.
Fucking Iron Man.
J.K. Simmons is the guy who plays what was J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man, the Spider-Man Tobey
Awesome
Maguire
in
series.
Whiplash.
He's also going to be playing Commissioner Gordon in the Batman movies.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
It goes like this: like J.K. Simmons is talking to the guy, and he's like, "Well, What do we do about this situation? That's been taken care of. Okay. Well, this girl needs this girl needs money for surgery. How much? That don't matter. Just pay it. Right? And the other two bodies are taken care of as well. He's like, well, what did we learn? What happened? Well, nothing, sir. It's just everything's
It's just
taken
the
care of.
information.
So what are we talking here?
What are we talking about?
And it's like I did not watch this fucking movie for an hour and 30 minutes
That's
to get
the
that kind
best
of
payoff, dude.
But
That's
that's the
like
beauty of it.
Yeah.
Because no other payoff.
It was
you
like a
would've been
punchline.
This
'cause
movie, I didn't stop at an hour and say this movie's shit. I still was that intrigued to see.
Of course.
I want to see where this fuse ends. Like, is this going to give me fucking dynamite, or am I just going to hit a dud? Like, I want to see where this trail goes. And
the dud was
shitty
the
movies-
dynamite.
Shitty movies can do it for you.
No way
They
a
can.
shitty movie though.
But exactly,
It's
And-
it's too masterful to be
Well,
shitty.
I'm saying shitty movies can follow this same process,
Yeah.
and not be successful in the end. But these guys have found a missing link within cinema where you don't need to be formulaic. You don't need to follow this process. You can do your Coen style of film because you yourselves, the Coens, in regards to the Coens, have found their niche within cinema to where they don't have to follow the processes of what the Spielbergs, what the Cecil B. DeMilles of the olden days have done.
Yeah.
They found their mold, and they're good at what they do.
They're great.
And
They're slept on.
Another
Yeah.
added
They
point
were
is that their range is fucking incredible. You can go as comedic as Burn After Reading. You can go meet in the middle as far as drama and comedy as Fargo. You can go total drama thriller with No Country for Old Men. But these guys just don't stick to one genre because they even did a reboot of True Grit.
Yeah, or
These guys-
or
Lady
Art,
Killers.
Variety, breaking the mold. That's how you stand out in cinema.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I just commend them for all that.
I mean, just a quick note for No Country to
Terrifying,
have no score, right? Through cinema, one of the main rules is to let the music drive the emotion of the scene.
Yes.
There's
And
no
for
music,
them
so
to-
now
to
you
pull
have
that
to
fear?
make the choice to feel something. This he's flipping a coin. It's such a simple concept,
Yeah.
but it's such a flex of power, right?
It's gnarly how scary that movie is to me. You know what I mean? And like you said, with no score, no build up. There's a build up in the movie, but without the music, that build up doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't need that to follow it. You know
right.
what I mean?
You don't have to have a dun 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 moment.
Yeah,
it's fucking. You're
it's like
feeling
you're
it.
feeling it.
And
To
when-
put it together that well, where it doesn't have the music doesn't. Here's the cue. You're supposed to be scared.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
And we even
It's
without-
kind of like the human element is actually making it more tense for you because
Yeah.
this is kind of
feels more
fucking
real,
movie,
yeah.
What did we? How did you feel when Llewellyn Moss dies?
I was
and
like,
and
what
there's no.
They don't
there's
show
no
it.
Sound cue. There's no build up. There's nothing.
you just see dudes driving off like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, and obviously something bad happened.
Yeah,
Something
and then you're like,
that's-
fuck, what the fuck, what happened? Like, and then
Masterful.
and they never show it, so it's like
Your mind. You have to figure
that's
it out.
that's a real life feeling. Like, all right, this person died that I know. I wasn't there. I don't know. You know what I mean? I couldn't. I didn't see what happened. That's kind of the feeling you get. Like,
And,
You
No
care about
Country
this
actually
character,
ended
you know?
up getting the Oscar in 2008, correct?
Did it?
I'm not
Best
sure.
Picture. Can you?
Deserves it, dude.
Uh,
Hands down.
There's the one scene where because there was a cop trailing the
Yeah.
killer,
Yeah.
and he ends up in the
Tommy
room
Lee
with him.
Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. No, not Tommy Lee Jones. It was another person.
Josh Brolin.
I think Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin is the other character.
The other one that got killed. But
He's
he
not-
he's
killed
the
him.
main. He's the main.
Well, basically, there's a scene where he's like on the phone, and he's like, because he's about to kill him. He's like, "Oh, let me answer this call."
Yeah,
real quick."
yeah.
And he has the gun in his
Woody
lap, and
Harrelson?
he's just on the phone. Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Woody
there you go.
Harrelson,
And
there
he
you
just
go.
he's on the phone, and he kills him mid phone call.
Yeah,
And it's like
that's that shot though, and that
'cause you
fucking
were
gun.
gonna
they-
wait till the phone call was over for him to do something.
Yeah.
He killed him mid phone call when you least expected it, and that just lets you know he's fucking.
Go to
relentless.
accolades 8.1.
Where?
Frank 8.1. Frank wants to let us know. It just shows how good it was to me. I felt like if it would have had a score, it would have
been out of place.
been out of place again. That's just my opinion, regardless. But no, it's great input. Great input to have, Frank. I mean, I feel having no score in that type of movie makes it
nominated
more
and won for, including Best Picture,
And
Best performance of an actor in a supporting role.
Kill a
Coen
main
Brothers
character.
won.
Dang, so they
Best director.
They took a best director, best picture. Wow.
Film editing.
That movie deserves it, dude. And what
Oh
pissed
yeah,
me
that's
off-
the one Javier Bardem won best supporting actor as the villain,
yes,
Which
which he
deserves
did
it.
kill.
Terrifying, dude. He's
There was an audible "what the fuck" at the end of the movie in the movie theater, and I don't know why people
because of speech.
Yeah, well, because you get Tommy
Thank you
Lee
guys for
Jones.
tuning in to Facebook Live. We're in and out.
The same thing with what's his name, J.K. Simmons or what's his name?
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons in the end of
Richard
Burn
Simmons.
After Reading, he pretty much talks and lays out what exactly happened, and then the same thing with Tommy Lee Jones, like kind of like that. And at the end of
It's a similar kind of
It was already the movie was already over. It's just kind of
Yeah.
giving you like a all right, see ya.
there was people who got up pissed when that movie was done.
good.
And
Good.
I'm like, dude, what? Did
No,
you guys
because-
not see everything that just happened? Like, what?
But an ending can fuck up a movie for a lot of people. But the Coens, they took that risk on purpose, and that's what makes it so like you guys got balls, and it works every time because now you got to watch it again.
Yeah.
I've watched everything twice.
I don't know
A
how many
Serious
times
Man,
I've seen that
I can't
movie.
believe I like that movie. I
movie's
really did
great,
not
dude.
want to like that.
I
fucking
gotta
movie.
check out a Serious Man. The
I'll let you
trailer.
borrow, dude.
It's gonna.
Serious Man, dude.
It's a journey, man. It's one of those journeys. It's every film, like you guys said. It's just you got to enjoy the journey. Don't have an expectation. You can't predict what's going to happen. You just simply can't. Like based on all the knowledge you have, we'll be in the theater and we'll go. He's going to die.
Yeah, dude.
The moment they walk on screen, the way he walked in is wrong. He's going to die.
Yeah.
The way they lit him on the way into the room, he's going to die.
The way
The
something he
Coens
says.
will play that same trick. They'll light a person in a way that indicates something going to happen.
and he'll be the savior of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll come in with dark, brooding lighting and be like the best person ever, the sweetest person. Like
I love it, dude.
they play with these little tropes and elements,
Yeah.
and they put them in places they shouldn't be. Saying
That's
these
cinema,
aren't
man.
rules. This is like an element of life.
They do something with filmmaking that I think is lost now. Is they shoot a movie and they create a movie with the audience perspective into account. And because they have such an understanding of that, they can tweak shit, fuck with your expectations, totally flip the script on you, and it just makes it masterful, dude.
That's exactly what it is. Like I guess if you want to like using Quentin Tarantino, right? Quentin Tarantino is a master at. I call him. He's like samples. He's a sampler.
He's a hip hop artist. He's boom bap.
No, he's like Kanye West in a weird way because if you watch Kill Bill,
West,
no,
wow.
think of it. No, listen.
Never expected
no,
that sort of
respect.
comparison.
no, listen. In regards to sampling,
Yeah.
or Madlib, then fine. He's like Madlib.
Cool.
So if you watch any
Very
Quentin
respectful.
Tarantino movie, literally everything you're seeing is a rehashing of another film's
Put together,
shot,
pieced
and
together.
he put them together seamlessly. Like it's like sampling.
Yeah.
Like Kill Bill, he did that seamlessly for that last 88 the 88 dude
Yeah.
fight scene or whatever.
Yeah.
They're
Kung Fu
all
Idiot.
from different kung fu
even
flicks.
down to the music,
Yes,
like
everything is like
Just the sound bites,
Yes,
too.
he did. Even the sound effects when they're fighting are from different movies. He did that perfectly. That's sampling. Whereas like he knows the elements of film and he
Knows
knows
what
how to
works.
use them.
Yeah,
the
like-
Coens do that similarly, but it's like I will take the lighting from this movie and I'll take the perspective from this film and put it in one shot. Like they're taking 3 different films and putting them into different little moments.
Nice.
Because I've seen him use They use a Martin Scorsese panning zoom trick.
Yeah.
But it was like in a setting that was too happy and like Martin likes to be dark and fucking scary and gritty.
Yeah.
Where they used a very loving and happy shot for a Martin Scorsese shot. It's totally backwards from what he would normally do.
Scorsese. In the first 5 minutes, you hear "fuck" like 38 times.
Right, right.
Fuck,
So
some
when
sort
it
of
comes
racial
down
slur.
to it, it's like that their tone. We're just
they're
sucking
artists,
dicks
dude.
now, man.
Well, they're geniuses, and
is a level of
they don't
artistry.
get talked about as much as they should.
Right.
That's just fact. Like,
Right.
a lot of people just aren't paying attention to the films. It's not that they don't understand; it's just that they never even seen it.
Right.
So how are they supposed to fucking respect it? You know what I mean?
And sometimes
think-
it's just over people's heads.
I think going back to watch Raising Arizona under the guise of knowing what the Coens do now,
Having a better understanding of them.
yeah, I'll be able to appreciate Raising Arizona a lot more.
Yeah.
And
Because like how you were talking about the Big Lebowski, the first time, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. That was when I was first kind of starting to pay more attention to cinema and stuff like that. Like I don't understand a lot of these concepts. It's just like you said, you just expect the movie to be a certain way, and then you watch and you're like, well, I don't know, I didn't get much out of that. But then it sticks in your head. You go back and watch it, and then it like opens something else up in your head.
it's like they take you deeper into the rabbit hole because because of your curiosity, and their movies require you to watch them multiple times.
Yeah.
Because you won't get it all. I
missed it.
I'm tempted to rewatch most of them again.
They're like magic
I feel
tricks.
like I missed something. Like
They're magic tricks.
I
right?
almost
It's like-
slipped. I almost slipped by the
What the fuck just
opportunity
happened?
where
Yeah.
I almost slipped by that opportunity where I was like, wait, did I see the dude bowl?
Yeah.
I had to look back real quick. I was like, fucking every bowling scene, this guy did not bowl.
Yeah, he didn't bowl once in that
Even
movie.
in the bowling scene with him and Julianne Moore, he
Yeah.
didn't hold the bowling ball. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
He was
So
the
these-
bowling ball.
Yeah.
But
And that
Good
sequence.
shit.
and I don't even know if he's a good bowler. Like,
Well, he's
it's
worthy
this
enough to
question.
be in the tournament.
He's
The
the
round
dude.
robin.
Like,
I mean,
with that general compass of the name.
Walter's
the dude,
character alone, dude, just
Yeah.
you text me right after you're like, wait, he's Jewish now and he doesn't bowl
Oh, yeah.
on Sundays or whatever it is.
that
Oh,
was
Walter
weird.
Soapcheck?
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
The
Shabbos, dude.
one thing I want to
you know that.
one
You
thing I
know
want
that,
to
dude.
close off on with is your guys' final statements about the Coens. Just
They're my G of the week.
okay,
Oh, wait, what podcast is it?
Slick. What do you want to say?
Coen Brothers, dude. Fucking no country.
Coen Brothers. There
No
we go.
Country for Old Men, dude. That's a fucking work of art, man.
Andre,
Masterful work. Masterful work.
give them a couple times to watch over, man. You'll end up appreciating them a lot more.
So were they not over with you?
In the beginning, no. Like I never felt that the Big Lebowski with me was gonna be.
Yeah, because you texted me, hey, what's so good about the Big Lebowski?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, front to back, it's a good movie. It's a journey. It's experience.
I've
And then
had-
you're like,
I-
I'm going to check it out.
I have tons of people vouch for it, but all they said was it's just a good movie, and
we
not
actually
that
give
I'm-
you reasons, like-
not that I'm asking us like a fucking cinema savant to tell me why they enjoy it. No, can I get more in
Just,
depth with
just
it?
give me a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
And-
kind of like you have to experience it for yourself. and see
Well,
why.
I know that, but it's just like this is the same guy that's going to vouch for Triple X.
Not me.
You know,
Yeah,
like
don't-
you know
don't fucking
exactly.
lump me
So
in
that's
there.
why I need to, I just need to.
Triple X films, like
I
Stag
just,
films.
I just want
Skin
people
Flick.
with
Yeah,
a
I'll vouch
deeper
for those.
pool. I don't want to take a big swan dive and get hit off the kiddie pool with their depth of movies. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
the Eric
anyway,
Andre effect. Because it's like, if you watch the Eric Andre show for the first time, you're like, what the fuck is this? This is random, this is bullshit.
All of a sudden,
and
it's
then
the
when you get
funniest
into
thing
the
ever.
world, you go, this was like perfectly crafted. They know
Genius.
exactly what they're doing.
Genius.
It's not like it's not ridiculous.
just random.
I'd like to
Right.
coin
There's
that.
no random thing happening.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
So-
I'd like to coin that the Mark and Andre effect, not the Eric Andre effect. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the Mark and Andre show. I want to. We were talking about consumer scams. We were talking about how good the Coen brothers are. We were also talking about where Andre was at the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, a bunch of UFO activity was happening around his house, and all of a sudden he's back. 9/11 Pentagon photos showed up, and now he's back. I don't know if he was absent
Guess who's back?
on 9/11 at school, so I don't know.
Andre's
That's
back.
just up in the air. There's a war in Syria, and then Andre's back. I don't know. Just putting it out there. Other than that, I'm going to leave the floor to Andre to do his shameless promotion for Lyricology 101. This has been the Mark and Andre Show.
YouTube.com/lyricology101. Wait, sorry. YouTube.com/Andre Gaynor. There you go.
Beautiful, beautiful. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Mark and Andre Show. This has been episode 62, Once Lost, Now Found. Have a good night.
Check out Green Thing Pro.
Oh, for their dank memes? Their Mad Fire memes?
Yeah.
Check out the 840 review on Instagram too.
That's as live as it
Subscribe here. Subscribe here to Mr. Stream Thing GTP. YouTube.com/Mr. Stream Thing GTP. You can follow us at Green Thing Pro on Instagram and Twitter. And go ahead and follow at the 840 review on Instagram.
Do what they say.
We love you.
Do what they say. They have a gun.
Thank you, Joe Flo. Nugs, thanks for sticking around, man.